Hey guys, Ricky Kidd here with I Am Resilience. As promised the other day, I said I would come back with another video sharing with you not just how to survive, but how to thrive in the face of challenges and difficulties, particularly as we talk about the COVID-19, or rather known as the coronavirus. I'm here right now today actually working, responding to emails, but I decided to step outside of my home and come to the park where A, I can work, but B, I can also get fresh air, I can clear my mind, I can have clear perspective, but also come to the park and create more content for you guys, hopefully to be encouraged, to be inspired, and to move. That's what I hope you do. I'm not people's entertainment. I've always said that. I said it on the stoop when I crossed the country. Please don't take me as your entertainment. I'm asking you to please do the same, but to be inspired, to be encouraged, and to move. And so today I want to talk to you about key 3. I speak about 5 keys when it comes to activating your resilience. 1 is to get anchored. 2 is to get moving. 3 is to find your energy, and we're going to talk about 3. 4 is to access perspective. And 5 is to be selfless, rather live outside yourself. But I want to talk to you today about key 3, finding your energy. That's going to be important because things like this knock us down, and it drains us, and it takes the energy out of us. But the thing is to be able to find your energy. And I want to share, not only we're talking about key 3, but I want to give you 3 key things to remember that I hope you take away from today. And I'm going to reference my notes if I can here. Internally, one of the things that we can do when we find our energy is the self-talk. Self-talk, finding something, you could say, you know what, if you're a Christian or a man of God or a woman of God, you can say, you know what, the devil is a lie. You could just resist. In the Bible, it says, resist the devil and he shall flee. So we can resist. You know what, the devil, I ain't gonna let you be negative in my head today. I'm not gonna let you live in my head today. I'm not about to let you live in my life today. So you can be able to do that. One of the other things you can do is you can tell yourself, I don't want to be a victim. Because that's what I told myself. In fact, these are key things that I use myself. As a man of God myself, I said, you know what, devil, there's no space here. And then I would say, you know what, you don't have control over my life. I'm not letting you control this narrative. I'm not going to be a victim. I'm going to be a victor. It doesn't erase what's happening. It just changes how you deal with what's happening. I'm not going to be a victim. I'm going to be a victor. Meaning at some point I'm going to come out of this. I'm going to weather this. And I'm not going to weather it later. I'm going to decide to weather it right now. I'm going to walk in that right now. That's what I did. That's what I'm doing right now. And that's what I'm really encouraging you to do. But another thing I want to talk about is being in control of your narrative. People have quoted me across the country now about having the pen in your hand. Because you get to write your narrative. You get to decide, okay, this is what life has thrown at you. This is what the universes have delivered to all of us. But we get to pick the pen up. And you get to say, you know what? I'm going to rewrite this narrative. I'm not about to let it go. When this is over, this is how it's going to end. We did not decide how it began, but we get to decide how it ends with the pen in our hand. That's a fact. That is a fact that you can take and you can run with it. I'm doing it. It worked for me 23 years ago. It's working for me post-release 23 years later, and it could work from you now and after the COVID-19 is over. But externally, those are internal things that we can do, things that we can say to ourselves. But externally, we can do things as well. If you're a spirit man, turn to God. Or a spirit woman, look to Christ. Allah, Buddha, whatever your spiritual persuasion is. Mine's happen to be Christian. But I know I'm not just talking to Christian individuals. Whatever it is, turn to your God externally, and that's where you can find your energy. You can turn to your kids, something I did as well. When I didn't want to go on myself, I said, you know what? I got to continue on for my kids' sake. I have to do better and be stronger for my kids or for my family or for my wife or for my community. If you're a pastor of a church, for my congregation. We have to find the energy, find the reason why to be strong and to persevere. But the last one I want to say too is just the humanity needs us. Because that's what I feel like. COVID-19 has not directly impacted my family yet as far as the illness, but it has impacted my human family. So for humanity's sake, I feel like humanity needs me, and that's where I find my energy. But you can find your own source of energy. And it's going to be out there if you just stop to look. And I really want to encourage you to stop to look. And then after you find your energy, you say, "Real Ricky, what do I do with my energy then?" And one of the things that I want you to do is get busy doing what you know you can do. And you know what you can do as a nurse, as a leader, as a motivator, as a prayer warrior. It's things that you know that you do and you do well. So get busy doing those things once you find the energy. Find the energy first and then get busy doing what you know to do. The second thing I want to say is, and then picture what happens after this. Picture the aftermath. When this is all over, what do I want it to look like? And then begin to use that energy and participate in what you want this to look like. For me, I'm working on a fall course, a mini term that I hope to share with colleges and universities across the country. I'm working with experts, I'm working with professors. I cannot do it now, but this is the space for me to work on that, so when this is over, I can do it later. Also, seek opportunities before you. Opportunities will come before you right now. When I was in prison, I got in Toastmasters. People say, "How do you speak so well?" Because I got in Toastmasters. Where did your leadership come from? Because I got in organizations in prison. I sat on committees with the wardens and with those administration officials. I saw opportunities right then that can bear fruit later post-release. But I got involved right now, so I want to encourage you to do those things, all stemming from the 3 keys. Lastly, I want to tell you, and I want to impart to you this, and these are my final thoughts. Why worry? There's a saying, it's called why worry? Why worry? Because if you can do something about it, then you can do something about it. No need to worry. If you can't do nothing about it, then you can't do nothing about it, and why worry? So I want to really caution you and encourage everybody to kind of put your worry at ease. Again, if you could do something about it, why worry? If you can't, why worry? The only thing that worry seems to bring to me is gray hairs, stress, ulcers, and it just seems to enhance the problems that we're going through. The second thing that I want to give you as a final thought is a fighter has to get back up. So yeah, sure, COVID-19 has knocked us down. We all feel it. But if you're a fighter, if you have that fighter in you, then in that ring, picture yourself being a fighter in a ring and taking a heck of a blow. But you know what? A good fighter gets back up. Rocky Balboa got back up. You be the Rocky Balboa today. And although COVID-19 has hit us all with a blow, let's all get back up. Let's get back up, throw them guards up, and be ready to swing. Let's be ready to say, "You know what, COVID-19, you're not going to defeat me. I'm going to defeat you at the end of the day." We got 12 rounds, folks. And they may have got us the first, second, third, fourth round, but this fight is not over. I still got some rounds to come back, and I'm going to score some punches, and I'm going to score some points, and I'm going to come back. That's the spirit that we have to summon, that we have to bring forward when you're dealing with a crisis like this, as a whole and on an individual basis. So I really want to encourage you to be able to summon the fighter in you. And last thing I want to say to you is, it's not where you are, it's where you're going. I used to always tell my friends that. They say, "Ricky, why do you do all the things that you're doing?" I say, because it's not where I'm at, it's where I'm going, my friend. It's not where I'm at, it's where I'm going. So I want you to look at yourself today, look at your circumstances, look at your neighbors, look at your friends, remind yourself and remind them, hey, it's not where we're at, it's where we're going, which is on the other side of COVID-19. Thank you for chiming in today, for listening. I just want to be obedient. I just want to fulfill my obligation to humanity, which I feel that's my task. That's my assignment from God, is to be committed to the task of educating, inspiring, and involving people in what I believe is the 5 keys to activating not just my resilience, but your resilience as well. God bless you. Please stay safe and please stay healthy.